Audio check, audio check. Audio check. Let's start with sitting down on the mat today. Go ahead and sit in Sukhasana or half lotus or full lotus, keeping your back straight. And for the first few moments, try to settle down, calm down, and bring your attention to the breath. Observe your breathing, hearing the sound of your own breath. And if you want to hear the sound, what you can do is to tuck in your chin, just like a baby chin, and that constricts the throatal passage. And this makes the air kind of produce a noise. So that's what you want to listen to as you breathe. So today let us start with some, couple of types of breathing. Okay, one is focused meditation. Rather, we are going to start with some meditation, focused meditation or focused breathing. And the way we do this is we try to maintain awareness in a specific area. Okay, first of all, so let's do this for about 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 breaths. Bring your attention to the breathing. See how it travels inwards through the nostrils all the way down. And then it comes back out as you exhale. So follow that path. Okay, now rest your attention on the space between the 2 eyebrows. which is the Ajna chakra or the wisdom chakra. As you continue to breathe and hear the sound of your own breathing. Okay, so you are going to maintain this awareness of the breath throughout this exercise. This is called focused triangles, by the way. Now expand that space, okay, starting with the center of the forehead. Form a triangle visually or mentally with the base of the triangle at the base of the nose, okay, and then converging at the Ajna chakra or slightly above. So try to garner attention or awareness of that space. Slowly we are going to start increasing this area of the triangle. So now what you want to do is to expand the triangle and let the base of the triangle sit at the lips while the apex of the triangle still at the forehead or Ajna chakra. Let's make it the forehead. Okay, so you got now a bigger space to become aware of. And as you become aware of that space, as you inhale, you direct the energy that accompanies that inhalation and try to fill that space. Okay, so that's how you gain awareness more and more of the space that you're focusing. Now you are going to expand the triangle further with the base of the triangle now lining up with the chin and the apex still remaining at the forehead. So a bigger space to become aware of and energize. So this is still a two-dimensional space, okay? We are still focusing on a two-dimensional triangular space. Now expand the triangle further and the base of the triangle now is along the shoulders and the apex at the forehead. And now we are going to expand the triangle further. Now the base is going to sit along the I think we did the shoulders earlier, so let's expand it further to cover the entire trunk. So the base of the triangle now sits on the ground. So this whole space of yourself, just become aware of that space. Okay, so don't get too concerned whether it's the front or the back. Some kind of form that two-dimensional triangle, but any space that is attached to that you can focus and become aware of. The whole idea is to become more and more aware of your being, your physical being. So now the triangle is sitting, the base is on the ground, the apex is at the forehead. Now what we are going to do is to make this space three-dimensional. We are going to make it a pyramid. Okay, so visualize yourself sitting inside the pyramid. Okay, so all the boundary of the pyramid on the ground is encompassing you completely, and the apex of the pyramid now is above the crown of your head, so you're fully enclosed in this space. This is your space. Become aware of that as you breathe. So the more you spend time gaining awareness, the more you become aware of what's going on actually in and around you, right? So now let's go to the next meditation technique, which is actually a bandha, the Jalandhara bandha. Okay, so what we are going to do, inhale as completely as possible, hold your breath, and then drop your chin down, locking the throat. As you hold the breath, hold as long as you are comfortable, and whenever you need to breathe again, release the chin and inhale. Okay, that's how you do it. So let's go ahead and try this. Inhale, tuck in the chin, lock the throat, hold your breath. Whenever you're ready, releasing the chin, taking a couple of breaths. Try it one more time, the Jalandhara bandha. So when you practice this chin lock or the throat lock, you maintain awareness at the throat. So you want to become aware what's going on there. It is supposed to increase thyroidal activity. Okay, with more and more focus, obviously you got to spend a lot more time than what we are doing here, but let's give it one more try. Inhale, hold your breath, drop the chin down, lock your throat. And releasing. Okay, so that was Jalandhara bandha. Now let's try Uddayana bandha. So Uddayana bandha, what you do is you expel the air from your body completely. Okay, so it is a forceful expel, and then you have to maintain that vacuum as you release the abdominal muscles. Okay, so you relax that, and as you do that, you can pull the diaphragm up into the base of your lungs or against the spine, and you hold as comfortably long as you can. Whenever you are ready again, whenever you need to breathe, release, breathe normally. So let's give it a try. Release and breathe a couple of times, and let's try again. Release, breathe normally. So that is some meditation and some bandhas. And now we are going to start to warm up. So go ahead and work your fingers in and out a few times. Rotate your hands at the wrists in one direction and in the other direction. And work your elbows or stretching out and in, out as you inhale, in as you exhale. Release and rotate your shoulders. In the other direction. Yeah, come back to neutral. Okay. So we'll work the back differently. So take your hands to the back, hold the right wrist, and you want to gently lean towards the left knee, keeping your back lengthened as much as you can. Hold and breathe. Come back to neutral. Switching hands at the back, hold the left wrist and bend towards the right knee. Come back to neutral, bring your arms to the front, walk the fingers away as you lean forward, stretching your back, hold and breathe. Head down. Back to seated position. Okay, now bring your feet together, hold the toes as you pull them up. You want to press the knees down into the mat, sit up as straight as you can. Breathe nice and deep. Then inhale, raise the knees up, exhale down. A few more times. And I'm back. Okay, so now what we're going to do, try the half lotus. Okay, take your right leg, place it on the left knee or left thigh, sit up straight. You get a lot more stability when you practice the half lotus or the full lotus. You can keep your back more, straighter actually, or for longer. And those of you who can, you can also try the full lotus. Okay, again, you don't have to, but if you can, go ahead and give it a try. Should keep practicing it, otherwise you lose that ability. Actually, you don't use it, you lose it. That's the saying. Then release. Okay, now we're going to try the Janu Sirsasana. Okay, so what we do here is to stretch the left leg to the side, and you can fold the right leg into the left, or you can keep the right leg to the side. So depending on your comfort level. Okay, now try to slowly slide the hands down on the left leg, reaching down with each exhalation, letting go of your trunk and head. And once you reach a comfortable position, hold and breathe. Try to release any tension in the leg as much as you can. And come back up. Okay, try the same thing on the other side now. So leaning towards the right, take your time with each exhalation, letting go of your trunk and head. Back up. Get both your legs out on the mat, feet together, hands at the back. Okay. First, before you try the reverse plank, keep your hands closer to the body at the back and try to arch your back. Okay, so you're going to arch your back towards the front, look up, opening the chest, hold and breathe. And release. Okay, now take your hands slightly away and try the reverse plank, where you raise the hips up, throw your head back. You can hold it slightly up. The key in this posture is to breathe through the top of your lungs. Yeah, otherwise it will become very passive, lethargic breathing. Okay, so try to engage the top of your lungs. And that's about 8 good breaths. Now release. Okay, now you're going to rest on the mat on the back. Keep your feet on the mat, legs bent at the knees. Drop each knee to its side. Hold and breathe. You can support your legs with your hands or any support like a folded towel or whatever works. Hold and breathe. Let go of your lower back, let it arch up naturally. Breathe nice, easy and deep. And bring both the knees up. Now what we are going to do is slightly different, okay, than what you've done in the past. Drop both knees to the right side. Okay. Try to maintain both the shoulders, the back of the shoulders on the mat. And then stretch your left arm out to the side, look over the left shoulder. So this is kind of a twist, hold and breathe. Now if you want to deepen this twist, the leg at the top, right, you can straighten it. So the weight of the leg actually makes that twist deeper. Again, you got to be careful without trying to do anything excessive. Hold and breathe. And now bring both the knees up. This time dropping both the knees to the left or the other side. Right arm to the side, look over the right shoulder. If you want to again straighten the top leg, deepening your twist. And bring both the knees back up. Stretch your right leg out. Pull the left knee into your chest. Apply a healthy amount of pressure on the abdomen, hold and breathe. Inhale, hold your breath, come up quickly, expel the air, go back, inhale, try it a few more times. And release that left leg out, pull the right knee into your chest, hold and breathe. So the dynamic phase of this posture, right, where you inhale, hold your breath, come up and expel, you can think more of it as an ab crunch actually. So it's also a good way of getting out as much air from your lungs as possible, okay? This way you can inhale better. When it is empty, the lungs can take in more. Let's try the dynamic phase again. Alright, now let's bring both the feet on the mat, legs bent at the knees. Inhale, hips up into the bridge, exhale down. Couple more times, warming up your trunk and legs. Next time you inhale, hold the hips up, continue to breathe. Try to maintain the two legs in parallel, okay? You don't want to have the knees pointing to the sides. Now if you're feeling a lot of pressure in your back, it's likely because you lack the strength in the legs. With some practice, you'll be able to build that strength. As you do the bridge, you can also raise your arms up, or you can extend the arms behind your head. And come back, releasing the hips down. Now pull both your knees into the chest and you want to rock on the small of your back. And you want to get into a squat. Okay, so you're going to sit on your feet and fold your hands into a prayer position with the elbows tucked into the inside of your kneecaps or knees, and then push the knees out. So it's a hip opener. You want to sit up as straight as you can. Breathe well. And now walk the fingers away as you lower the head and trunk down. Just get a good stretch, hold and breathe. And come back up. And this time get into, before you get all the way up straight, get into this half standing posture, okay? So you're going to bend, keep your legs bent at the knees, hold your arms in one another, head down, hold and breathe. Straighten the legs as you keep your head and trunk down. And come back up to prayer position. Let the breathing and energy settle down. Walk up to the 3/4 of your mat. Now some half sun salutations. Actually, let's try the intermediate sun salutation. Inhale, arms up, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, lunge, left leg goes to the back. Hold your breath, downward dog. Stretch 8-point as you exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Hold your breath, downward dog. Right leg comes ahead. Lunge, hold your breath. Exhale as you do the standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend. Back to prayer position. If you get confused about breathing in and out and holding, don't worry about it. Just do as you're comfortable. Okay, let's try one more time. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, standing forward bend. This time right leg goes to the back, lunge. Inhale, hold your breath, downward dog, and then exhale, 8-point stretch. Inhale, upward dog, hold and downward dog, left leg comes ahead, lunge. Exhale, standing forward bend. Inhale, back bend, back to prayer position. Now let's try Tadasana. Arms up, point the index fingers at the ceiling, folding the others. Inhale, feel the stretch into the fingertips. Exhale, let go. Now as you Exhale, just lean to the left, keeping both your arms together up. Hold and breathe. Come back up and to the other side. Come back to neutral and release your arms. Okay. Shake your arms gently, slowly. We didn't work the neck initially, so let's go ahead and look over the left shoulder and the right. Back to neutral. Look up as you inhale, down as you exhale. And rotate your head. And in the other direction. And back to neutral. Hero posture into a stance, left foot to the side, right inside. Let's jump straight into the harder variation. Okay, so hips square with the legs, bend the front leg at the knee, okay, and then arms up, hold and breathe. And release. Okay, now turn to the other side. So right foot to the side, left inside, again hips square with the legs. Front leg, you want to bend it at the knee. And arms up, hold and breathe. And release. Come back to neutral. Now let's go into Vrikshasana or tree. You want to stand on the right leg, bend the left into the right. Balance if you can. If you need a chair or wall, you can use it. Eyes on the ground, hands in prayer position or stretched out to the side. Or holding the wall. And release. Shake that leg on which you are standing. Now standing on the left and folding the right into the left. And release it. Just shake the leg. And now the standing chair. Sitting down, keeping your kneecaps behind your, keep that spine as straight as possible. It can be inclined, but it shouldn't be collapsed, okay? That's what it means by keeping it straight. as much as possible, of course. And release. Okay, shake your legs. Okay, now let's get down to the mat and practice the twist. First, you're twisting to the right, so left hand on the outside of the right knee. Take your right arm to the back, resting behind and keeping the spine as straight as possible. Look over the right shoulder, breathe nice, easy and deep. So you have to create movement along the spine, affecting each and every vertebrae. That's your task. Back to neutral. This time turning to the left and back, right hand on the outside of the left knee. Release and back to neutral. Okay, so let's try a couple more and we can start to wind down. So go ahead and lie on the back and let's try the half candle stand or half sarvangasana or full, whoever can. Okay, so the way you do this, first keep the feet on the mat, legs bent at the knees. Why do you do this? Because your lower back, if you notice, will be flat on the mat down. Okay, that's important. Okay, if you raise your legs as the lower back arches, you can get hurt there unless you have the strength. So this is a safer starting position. And then slowly straighten the leg into a 45-degree mark, hold and breathe a few times. And then bring the legs to the vertical. And now we are going to raise the trunk to an incline. Okay? And if possible, get your legs as up as possible. So your trunk at an incline supported by your hands is a safe way to practice this inversion. There is no pressure on your neck. Of course, your arms are bearing the weight, but you get a good, all the benefits of the inversion here. It's easy for the heart to pump blood into the brain gets more, nutrients or whatever the blood brings in, so it's easy for it. And for those of you who can, you can straighten your trunk into the classic Sarvangasana. And now when you lower the trunk, you got to do it slowly, one vertebrae at a time. You don't want to let it thump down, okay? That's your challenge. So you might have to tighten your abs and then slowly releasing the legs down. Okay, so now let's wind with Shavasana. So keep your legs slightly apart, arms to the side, palms up. try to recognize parts of the body which have tension and try to do something about it. Okay, first of all, bring your attention there. Just breathing into that space helps. Move parts of the body that are connected to that space, like your shoulders, right? You got to make sure back of the shoulders is fully rested and feel supported. So move your arms either far off or closer, see which position works best. Same thing with the hips. They need to feel supported, so move your legs out or in. Your neck as well, so the back of your head closer or farther away. Keep your eyes open if it helps. Otherwise, you can keep it closed, but follow the energy as you breathe. I'm not going to go through each and every part, so if you attended last class, you know, or if you have attended Shavasana and other classes, you know what to do. And you can continue in Shavasana as long as you like. But try to maintain your awareness. You don't want to, drift off into sleep. Slowly move your arms over each other, over the skin of your face, body. So kind of warming up and gently rolling to the side without any sudden movement. Come back up to easy posture for a moment. Bring your attention to the Ajna Chakra, the wheel of wisdom between the two eyebrows. Rest your attention there as you breathe. And with that, let's end our class. Thank you for attending. Keep up your practice. Try to practice yoga at least 5 times a week. Even if it's 10 minutes a day, that's fine. But you gotta do it. Otherwise, it's not really of any use doing it once.